Hello, my name is NAPAT LOHVONGPAIBOON, the Standard Development Senior Officer, and today with
Hello, my name is TANTAI KAMNAMPARD, the Standard Development Officer.
So we are currently working for the Unmanned Aircraft Standard Department at Civil Aviation Authority of Thailand. So today we will share knowledge on the unmanned aircraft ecosystem in Thailand from the perspective view of the aviation regulator. In this presentation, we will talk about the unmanned aircraft or drones and their use in Thailand. The topics will also include an introduction to Thailand drone industries, current regulations, and the concept of unmanned traffic management or UTM for future implementation. We will briefly describe three main topics today. To begin, the first topic is Thailand drone industry introduction. In this section, we will demonstrate the activities and purposes for which drones are commonly used in Thailand's industry and introduce new technologies that will be available in the near future. Secondly, the topic is how to regulate drones in Thailand. We will show how the Civil Aviation Authority of Thailand or CAAT regulates drone operations, what drone users must obtain before flying, and provide a basic overview of the US portal, the system CAAT developed to help and regulate drone users in accordance with current regulations. Lastly, the focus shifts to the Thailand unmanned aircraft traffic management concept of operation. This concept provides direction for drone operations within the national airspace and identifies the relevant stakeholders and infrastructure needed for future integration into UTM systems. It should be noted that technology has advanced rapidly over the past decade, especially in the use of unmanned aircraft or drones. Initially, drones were primarily used for military purposes, including national security, surveillance, and support for the armed forces. In subsequent years, civilian drone use became widespread. Thanks to these advantages, drone now assist workers with a wide range of tasks, including entertainment, photography, reporting traffic, inspection, and agriculture. Most importantly, they prevent direct human contact with chemical substances. Thailand has many types of drone operations for different purposes. Drones are not only used for recreation, photography, and a light show for entertainment events, but also for deliveries in urban environments, including the deliveries of parcels and medical supplies. In addition, drones are used in engineering work, for example, power line inspection, construction, and mapping. Looking ahead, new possibilities such as drone taxi, also known as Advanced Air Mobilities or AAM, and international drone deliveries, known as Remotely Piloted Aircraft Systems or RPAS, may emerge in Thailand. The diversity of drone used in Thailand stems from high demands and a diverse geography, including cities, rural areas, mountains, and coastal areas. For example, drones are useful for mapping in remote areas that are difficult to access. They are also used in agriculture to spare crops and improve farming. Overall, drones are important tools that support many industries in Thailand. Agricultural drone use is the largest part of operations in Thailand among all drone operations. This is because Thailand is an agricultural country. Most of the country's exports are agricultural products. In addition, Thailand's geography supports farming with large areas, and the government continues to support and promote the agricultural sector. Consequently, Thailand's agricultural drone industry has grown the most, accounting for around 80% of total drone applications shown at US portal. Now we are moving to the second topic. This topic will briefly describe drone operation in Thailand. CAAT has regulated drone operations by considering all relevant risks through a risk-based regulatory framework. In Thailand, drone operations are divided into three categories, each with different conditions. Open categories. This category has a low risk level. Drone operations can be operated under conditions set by the Ministry of Transport regulations. The drone pilots do not need to apply for operational authorization. However, they must strictly follow all required conditions. Specific categories. This category has a medium level of risk. It includes operations that do not fall within the conditions of the open categories. The operational manual and risk assessment and its mitigation must be submitted to the authorities. Consequently, before each flight, drone pilots must obtain operational authorization from CAAT. Certified categories. This high-risk category includes passengers transport and parcel deliveries. All aspects must be certified by CAAT or its authorized party for safety, including aircraft, operators, pilots, airworthiness, and vertiports. Now, before flying a drone in Thailand, you must ensure that you have a remote pilot certificate, drone registration number, and for specific category, a flight authorizations. Under current regulations, Thailand allows drone operation only under the open and specific categories. Please note that due to the complexity of implementing the certified category, CAAT is deliberately and carefully review the regulations and also consulting with other civil aviation authorities. This is just to see best practices and use cases. Therefore, for the certified categories operations, operators must work closely with CAAT to ensure safe operations. If you would like to fly a drone in Thailand, you can start by submitting your application through the US portal. Here you will find resources for pilots to get a pilot certificate, the drone registration process, information on restricted areas, the latest news and regulations, and requests for flight authorizations. CAAT initially aimed to integrate the Unmanned Traffic Management System or UTM into the US portal, establishing it as a future UTM platform. This will benefit all users. However, at present, the US portal can be considered at initial phase of UTM and requires further development framework from other use cases. Moving to this topic will represent the concept of unmanned traffic management or UTM operations and the relevant stakeholders. This topic will also include a further brief explanation of the US portal and how this system will benefit to the implementation of UTM. As mentioned earlier, drones in Thailand are used for a wide range of purposes and can operate in different types of airspace, including uncontrolled, controlled airspace, and special use airspace. However, Thailand currently lacks a system for communication and data sharing between manned aircraft and drones, which are airspace users. This situation may directly increase the risk of accidents or incidents between drones and manned aircraft. To address and reduce these risks, Thailand must develop a UTM system that enables better information exchange and communication among users. Looking ahead, once UTM is established, this system will connect with the air traffic management system. The Thailand UTM stakeholders consist of the following key players. First, CAAT. CAAT is the aviation authority responsible for settling standards and regulations governing drone operations. It may also serve as the authority to certify service providers or to authorize any third party to certify them, ensuring they meet the safety standards set by the regulations. Second, the National Broadcasting and Telecommunications Commission or NBTC. NBTC is responsible for managing and allocating radio frequencies in Thailand. In the future, especially for drone use, the frequency will be used for C2 links. NBTC will regulate the use of these frequencies to prevent interference with other applications. Third, drone operators. Drone operators are responsible for conducting flight operations safely and in compliance with regulations. Fourth, Aerothai. Aerothai is Thailand air traffic service provider. It is responsible for managing drones air traffic in controlled airspace through the Airspace Management Cell or AMC to deconflict drone traffic with manned aircraft traffic. Also, it provides essential flight information to help drone operators avoid actions that could lead to aircraft collisions. Fifth, aerodrome operators. Aerodrome operators are responsible for managing airports and approving airport area activities to ensure that drone operations do not interfere with commercial aircraft while taking off and landings. The UTM concept of operations or CONOPS in Thailand establishes an organization, the UTM service provider, responsible for managing drone traffic. The UTM service provider must be certified by CAAT or a third party authorized by CAAT to meet the required standards. The CONOP can conclude that all relevant stakeholders such as CAAT, the military, the airport operators, and the meteorological department are included. By working collaboratively, they must provide the UTM service provider with the necessary operational data for safe operations. This also includes establishing a platform for exchanging safety data. This information is used to support safe drone operations and to help manage and guide drone user effectively. As previously mentioned, the US portal could be considered an initial step in the UTM framework, as it introduces core functions associated with early UTM phases. Building on this foundation, the system allows operators to obtain pilot certification, register their drones, and request flight authorizations. In addition, CAAT will develop standards for tracking tools known as remote identification or remote ID for the next step. This technology enables regulators to monitor drone operation in flight and in real time. As a result of these advancements, CAAT and relevant authorities will enhance oversight and management of the drone operations. Well, this video demonstrates UTM in a sandbox environment. The next step for CAAT is to expand this implementation to a larger operational scale, such as in urban areas. As a result, CAAT aims to develop the US portal into a UTM platform. This platform is intended to be a one-stop service that helps operators work more easily, provides convenience, and is user-friendly, especially for new users. In conclusion, Thailand unmanned aircraft ecosystem has grown rapidly, driven by technologies and rising demand. Especially in agriculture, CAAT ensures safe, efficient drone operation through risk-based regulation and tools like the US portal. The UTM system will be the key to safely integrating drone into the airspace. With strong collaboration and ongoing innovation, Thailand is progressing toward a safe, secure, efficient, and sustainable future for drone operation. That is today's sharing session.